Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day to everyone. Today we meet again in the virtual talk show. Today we so lucky that we have five guests from a different background to discuss and give their opinions about our current topic. So the topic today is the issue that arise in strategy implementation in making process. We have our first guest, which is a lecturer and a researcher from UUM.
Hi, my name is Nur Shahira Azri Binti Mamsod, 253837.
Hi everyone, I'm Ho Long Hui, which my metric number is 255005.
Hi, my name is Nur Hidayah Beta Abu Hassan, 253742.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Hidayah binti Ayub. My metric number is 253692.
The issues arise in the strategy implementation in decision-making process. I don't want to waste time, so I would like to start with the first guest, Dr. Shahira. Dr. Shahira, what is your opinion about our topics today?
Thank you, Mr. Farid. Discussion today quite interesting. In any organization, either government or private sector, I'm sure that conflict may happen. We as humans cannot run away from conflict. Even in just small group or team or project, conflict may occur. In my perspective, it usually happens, especially in decision-making stage. The decision-making process is very important because there are many things to consider. It should take the view of each group member in providing information and sharing ideas. At this stage, of course, everyone will give a best for the group. Each team member will work harder to contribute. This is because everyone must have their own principle and feel the idea they put forward are better than others. The leader has to play a big role in solving the problem that occur. It raises understanding of current issue and offer a reason to find a new way forward. It also allows team to make a decision more effectively.
Yes, I do agree with Shahira. I would like to have Miss Ho, the CEO of one company. It's one big company, and I want to ask Miss Ho, as one of the important person in the organization, what is the causes of conflict happen in workplace, and
Yeah, thank you for it. So there is 4 causes of conflict happen in workplace, especially in team. The first one is leadership style. So everyone has a different leadership style and everyone respond to this leadership styles differently. Some leaders are broad and charismatic, and while others are more relaxed and attractive. So leaders should be aware of their own leadership style and how they interact with the team members, work style, and personalities. A leader who lacks communication with their team member will cause conflict in decision making. So for the second one is work style differences. Some people like to work alone without joining others, but some people are prefer to work in groups. Some people do not need the additional guidance in completed tasks, while others are prefer external input and guidance. So this is important for managing workloads and employee engagement, which means they must learn to deal with each other differences. So for the third one is interdependency-based conflict. So the conflict will arise in decision-making while individuals in a network of independence project must coordinate their tasks so that everyone can successfully complete their tasks. The last one is cultural-based dissension. So employees from different backgrounds also encounter a lot of conflict while decision-making in process because of acceptance, open-mindedness, and understanding are different from different culture.
thank you so much. It's a very nice, sharing. So I would like to have Miss Hidayah. How can we implement strategy to overcome the conflict?
Okay,
Anyone?
everyone.
Yes.
When the problem is happen, there is a way that we can use to solve the problem. First of all, clarification of the origin is the first step in conflict resolution. It can be one of the strategy in handling conflict in small group communication, especially at the workplace. Defining the source of dispute will help you to consider how in the first place the problem is grew, and make sure you have as much detail on each side forecast as possible. Okay, the second one, many individuals always think and wonder, what is an approach to peacefully solving the problem? The better strategy to handle the conflict that have happened, we should find a right place for us to talk about the issue. Such a location therefore encourage you to talk and request such chances about the problem and have for the honest contact. And while at this location, make sure that each group has ample time to share their view and matter. Okay, the third one, after having both sides meet in safe and private location, let each of them have the chance to share their thoughts and perception about the problem at hand. While with brilliant advice, it can help them in solving the issue and they have been facing. Somehow, it can help them in doing their work, especially while making a decision for the future organization. With the wise decision, it can make the work progress well and more effectively. When we already let the entities voice out the problem or decision, we'll also need to investigate the situations too. Take time to investigate the case by listening to the views of both sides. Do not prejudge or come out with a definitive decision on the grounds of what you have. Dig further to find out more about the cases, the problem involved, the people, and how individuals feel. Okay, there is another 3 strategy that can be used. Let my friend explain more about it.
Yes, let me continue with another few steps to complete the style of conflict that might arise. Once we already investigate this situation, it's better for us to determine the goal of discussion. This part is important because at this moment, we want to avoid having the same problem again in the future. Everyone need to know their goals and they actually need to work together and understand each other's personal goals. Next, when we already brainstorming, we need to make sure that we already agree with everyone to find the solution and make sure that every party already have their resolution. That is the moment where we need to find the best alternative that is suitable with the goals. Even though we already have the solution, in this discussion, it's important to evaluate. Things are going at the same time. We need to decide preventative strategy for the future. In conclusion, every discussion will always have a problem or mistake that need to be faced by both parties. But if they understand and learn from the mistake, it will not affect them in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hidayah Hassan and Ms. Hidayah Ayub, the HR expertise. I would like to share a bit about the skills that we can avoid conflicts to be arise. We can know that conflict can occur in many situations in workplace. Either, but the most important is either we can handle the conflict easily in a small organization or in a big organization that the conflict is bigger. That we cannot handle it. But 3 skills that we need to see is number 1 is communication skills. Communication is an effective method in business world. All right, according to Edward Justin, 1986, his book Secrets says that communication, dealing with a conflict, is taught about the start and to learn by the individual and ensure the conflict, whether internal or external, can be avoided. So number first, you must to have a very good communication skills. Once you have a very good communication skills, you can try to avoid the conflict. So you cannot like suddenly interrupt other people or doing talk in emotionally. So they have in communication skill, they have few steps that we need to follow. Number 1 is you have to have emotional intelligence. So you must know how to handle your emotions when you want to talk to people. And the second part I would like to share is listening skills. Listening skills is a method of listening to something well without contradicting it before the second parties complete what they have been saying. So and the third one is never criticize. But I would like to have Ms. Shifa as a doctor. How you find the strategy implementation?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Farid. So in an organization or workplace and small group, conflict is a common thing that could always happen, right? So actually, conflict can improve decision making depending on how people manage and handle the conflict. So there are a range of strategies that have been examined by many scholars, but however, we can see that most people tend to not be aware of how they should perceive and act toward the conflict situation and do whatever seems to come naturally in their mind. So different leadership styles, work style differences, interdependency, and cultural mismatch or cultural dissensions are some of the huge conflicts that can always occur in any occasion, such as in a huge organization or even in a group assignment or group discussion. So therefore, it needs to be handled and resolved with such strategies. So if everyone on, or if every individuals on the team has an avoidance strategy, the moral and productivity they have may become poor and decrease.
Thank you, Ms. Shifa. Steve Jobs once says that if you can control conflict in your small organization, then you will have a very good quality organization. So with that being said, thank you again. And before that, Happy New Year to everyone.